Hello, everybody, and welcome to our JVIC Success podcast and show, actually. This is Iman Agai, a partner, one of the partners of JV Insider Circle, and I am super excited for having one of my really good friends, Michael Mansell, to share with us about how he has built a very successful business by using joint venture partnerships with other experts in the market. Michael, thank you very much for accepting to do this interview and welcome to the call, man.
Thanks, Iman. I'm really excited to be here. I love every time we get to connect wherever it is in the world. So it's great to be on here virtually, which we do often. So it's a pleasure.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about your business and who your target market is.
Yeah, so my business model for the past 4 years has been really in the affiliate marketing niche. Essentially, marketing other companies, products, programs, systems, software, you name it, for a percentage of those sales. But that has really morphed over the years into a lot of people looking at me saying, well, how are you doing that? And so it's really transitioned. I still do a lot of affiliate programs. It's really moved more into that collaborative stage and joint ventures and everything like that with other reputable high-level affiliates in the industry. But now it's really transitioned into me teaching my affiliate strategies to people all over the world. And I launched Affiliate Marketing Pros last year, the AMP brand that I launched last year, which has been going really well over the last year. And I've just been really focused on helping other people, whether they're just starting out and don't even know what affiliate marketing is, to people that are doing affiliate marketing, but they want to level up to that next level. So that's really been my target audience the last, especially 6 months, is just kind of fielding the people that come to me through YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and text message, you name it, and giving them a clear path to achieve what they see some of the other big marketers doing. They want that success, but they're like, how do I even get there?
Absolutely. And that's very needed in the market these days. To have people who understand how to do the affiliate marketing, how to do the JV management work, because there are lots of people who have great message and knowledge in the world, and they can use joint venture partnerships and the power of joint ventures, and knowing how they can do that and learning the systems has actually helped them to grow drastically. So, Michael, I know that you recently were part of our telesummit launch, and you made it to the top of the leaderboard. So tell us a little bit about that, about either that launch or particularly, because I know you and I have been in different leaderboards together and had a lot of fun together. So tell us a bit about that, how's that experience? What do you do to end up to the leaderboard every single time whenever you're promoting something?
Well, what was really interesting about that telesummit promotion and getting people there and registering and the whole process that you guys had set up to, funnel people into where they actually understood what the telesummit was all about, and then actually making the decision to show up on the live, and then obviously go on to upgrade to a VIP package to get all the recordings and such. That whole flow really worked. But interestingly enough, that was the first telesummit I had ever promoted.
Oh.
It was kind of, outside of my normal niche of products and affiliate products that I promote online. But what I love about it is that the strategies inside of JV partnerships or affiliate marketing or how to promote online, it all comes down really into the same ideas, and then can be applied across many different programs, platforms, speakers, JV partnerships. There's obviously different levels of it that you would then apply depending on the product. But what I loved about that telesummit promotion is it really proved to me that it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what you're promoting, as long as it's a high quality product that people are going to get value out of. You can learn these skills that you can then apply to whatever the market is doing currently. And you're never stuck in okay, well, I learned this skill and now it's obsolete and outdated. So all I did was just really jump in there, apply what I already knew to do, tailored it a little bit to the audience that I knew that would be interested in the content that was going to be spoken about, the speaker list, and then really targeted that. But there's another key aspect I'll talk about here in a second if you ask me the right question, because it's a whole nother angle to it that a lot of people forget about in the process of promoting something like the telesummit, which was phenomenal, amazing value. The people that I referred to it, amazing feedback on that. I was really happy and fortunate to be able to be one of the speakers on Summit. So obviously that gave me another level of excitement about it, to be a speaker with all the other rock stars that were on there. But yeah, that was kind of the process that I went through, is just apply what I already knew how to do in the affiliate marketing space.
Awesome. So what question should I ask you so you share your secret?
That's a good question. That kind of sums it all up. Well, what I was going to mention there in addition to that was that in addition to you having the skills that you should be, you know, obviously practicing over and over. I don't care if it's a $2 product, $20 product, or a $20,000, $2,000 product. You need to get in the habit of practicing what you're going to need to apply when an opportunity comes up to promote a high-level telesummit like you guys put on. If you're not in consistent action, even if you're just starting out, you need to be practicing those actions, whether it's, you know, attraction marketing, paid traffic marketing, banner ad marketing, CPA marketing. There's just so many different ways we can get eyeballs, JV partnerships. Having that done and established beforehand, which means starting right now, and then layering on top of that the authority and influence, which was what the summit was all about. So I love that, because it was really kind of a proving ground even to my audience. You know, if you're going to step into promote an authority and influencer summit, you needed to have some authority and influence to your audience. And that's the key part that I was going to mention, that a lot of people, you know, just want to sit behind the computer and never engage or interact or communicate, whether it's email, phone, Facebook, social media, YouTube, podcast, LinkedIn. I mean, there's just so many ways we can create, establish, build a relationship with our audience. And it's through that relationship that you build over time that establishes that authority and influence, so that when you do go to have an opportunity to promote something like the AI Summit, you can jump onto the leaderboard. And people think, well, how is it so easy for him? And it's because there's a lot of stuff we did before that opportunity even came along.
Exactly. That's amazing. Actually, one of the biggest thing I see with many people who want to do the affiliate marketing, or even just build a mailing list, they want to hide themselves behind their computer, not share anything from their personal life, not share anything from anything, and just expect to send a few emails to people, and then everybody buys from them. And that's not the way they works. The more people know you at a personal level, the more people connect with you, and the more people connect with you, the better results you get. So I really like the way that you communicate with your audience members, whether through your YouTube channel, whether through your emails, whether through anything. It's actually pretty personal, and like and that builds trust, that builds connections, and that builds authority and influence, exactly as you said. So that's huge takeaway for anybody who's listening to this. Just make sure that you actually be real and be true and authentic to people. So now, another question for you here is, what advice can you give to someone who feels afraid and don't know if they've got what it takes to become a JV partner with other people?
Which is a great follow-up question to the whole idea of building and creating authority and influence, because most people, and I did it too, it was just, you know, less than 4 years ago that I was still looking at other people that I admired, respected, saw their reputation, their authority, their influence, and I felt insignificant, small, like I can't be that. And the problem was that I was not saying I can't be that. I was saying, if only I was that, if only I had what they had, then I would be successful too. And I'm sure we've all heard it time and time again. Anybody that has a list or a following or an audience, one of the biggest objections we get from people that are just starting out is, well, I don't have an audience and I don't have a list. And if I had that, then I could be successful. So my first reminder to anybody that feels afraid to go out there and start building that audience is, we all started someplace. We all did. So anybody, I don't care who it is, anybody you're looking at that you want to follow, you want to do a JV partnership with, you want to approach them, but you're afraid to, they were in your shoes at one time in their life, their career, they were just there. So as long as they're not too big-headed and their ego has outgrown their world, then chances are they will relate to where you're at if you approach them in a contributing way rather than I can't do it, I'm insignificant, I'm nobody. So if you approach those people, those JV partnerships with your own, even if it's a little bit of a manufactured authority, confidence, just get on there as if you're their best friend. You've been doing deals with them forever. And you're calling them up saying, hey, I got this deal that I'm doing. Would you be interested? I love what Iman said earlier about keeping things short, not doing the weird long messages and telling your life story and everything. I get why people do that, but it's not a good way to fast track into a place where you guys can both make money together.
It's not usually how a person who has the confidence communicates. Like I always tell people, have this in your mind. You are not in the business of convincing.
Right.
You do not want to convince people over emails. You do not want to convince people that you are the greatest person in the world. You do not want to convince. You are there to serve and support. And the ones who want to get served and supported and go to the next level with you, they're going to show up in a big way and they're going to work with you, and it's going to make a huge difference. So anyhow, that was amazing, Michael. Is there any last thing that you would like to share with our audience today?
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit more on the confidence side for people that are starting out, or you've been doing it for a while, but you might be hitting some roadblocks. I love teaching new people to step into that role that they want to be and just making a choice to be that way rather than think that you've got to go down some long journey or path and learn all the hard ways before you eventually are tough enough and hard enough and, beaten down enough to where you can actually stand up confidently. If you make a choice based on right now here with nothing else added or taken away from the environment, the situation, and you just consciously in that moment make a choice, I'm going to call this JV partner. I just pulled this list from Facebook leaderboard and I'm just going to start calling each one of them. And before I contact them, I'm going to reaffirm my own confidence, my own worth to even reach out and contact them. And in that moment, you make that choice to move forward and do it, like all the amazing insights you get here on this podcast and these interviews here, and just apply it without adding anything to it from what happened yesterday or even the last phone call. You might have gotten off a phone call and you fell flat. It didn't come across well. You said too much. You did the weird message. Who cares? Now is a different time. Make that choice right now. Don't let anything from your past or your environment influence your authentic, clear choice that you're just going to do it right now.
Thank you very much. That's amazing. That's amazing to share that with everyone. And if you're listening to this and you are not a member of JV Insider Circle, I would like to invite you guys to join us at JV Insider Circle. JV Insider Circle is a network of many joint venture partners who are ready and eager to help and support you, to share their stages, to put you on podcasts, telesummits, radio shows. Is a network of open-minded, heart-centered entrepreneurs who are ready to take your hand and work with you and help you grow your business at the same time. So go visit us at jvinsidercircle.com, and you can find all the information about joining us at JV Insider Circle. Thank you very much, Michael, again for being today our guest, and looking forward to working with you on another partnership and competing each other on another leaderboard and have some lots of fun.
Yeah, awesome. I love competing with you, Iman. It's a lot of fun for sure.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, and have a great day.